All right, shalom, shalom. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Hashem Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Akim out there spreading this truth like wildfire. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners who look like the other nations, but their spirit bears witness that they're the children of Yahweh Hashem Shai. And shalom to the real sisters out there. All right, just found out that all right, what I wanted to go into was what I want to go into is World War III heating up again. Iranian nuclear scientist was assassinated by Esau, by the so-called Jews. Yeah, by the so-called Jews. And you know, this just heating shit up over there even more. Yeah, it's just heating shit up over there even more. Trump has already said that he wants to bomb the fuck out of Iran. Shalom, Aqua, K. Cole, Yahba Shimiao Shai Barakatah. Yeah, shit is heating up out there in the valley of Yahweh Shapat. Trump is he actually said he's gonna bomb the fuck out of Iran. He's getting ready to do it, man. This is the devil. This is the right devil they put in office to kick it off, man. Kick off this World War III. You know, he's ready. You know, because Biden has talked about going back to the Iranian nuclear deal. And so both Trump and not a Jew, they ain't fucking with that. So Trump and not a Jew are planning to start World War III with Iran, really. They're planning to start World War III with Iran. You know, before the election ends, and we could and of course, this is some shit. This is some shit that Trump would do. Cause he's about to be taken out, so you know he's about to be taken out. He's about to lose that position he has as the front man of the New World Order. So why not start World War III? Start World War III when he leave. And there's a precept I want to bring out on this about the third woe. Third woe coming quickly. Oh, it's buffering. Oh, Esau was like, damn, he's going live again. I gotta buffer this shit. Of course. Esau was mad. Yeah, let me just look it up. Revelation 11, verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And you can see it. You can see it's not that much time. Babylon is making their moves. They about to bomb Iran. Amalek is plotting on Iran. And Amalek took out one of their scientists. You know, they trying to start a war with Iran, but Iran already knows Amalek is behind this shit. So they trying to start shit with Iran. So you have them, and then you have Babylon. Babylon is going to be drawn into this war, and that's also prophecy. The least of the flock. Jeremiah 50 verse 45. Therefore, Barakatah, what? It says beyond. I don't know what you mean by that. Yeah, but let me bring out this precept. Jeremiah 50 verse 45. There. Oh, Khan. Yaba Shemial Shabrakata Akwas. Verse 45. Therefore, hear ye the counsel of Yahweh that he had taken against Babylon and against his purposes that he had proposed against the inhabitants of the child against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. So the least of the flock, the 1948ers over there in our land, they're gonna draw, they're gonna draw out, they're gonna draw Babylon out, draw out the Northern Army, draw Babylon out there, because Babylon, because they're gonna do some shit, and Iran is already fed the fuck up, and they're gonna react. Iran is gonna react. Iran's gonna react, and Russia's gonna back Iran up, and so Babylon get involved just like that. They're gonna send troops over there to defend Amalek from another so-called Holocaust. I could see it. I could see it. And that's why you have all this anti-Semitism propaganda, whatever. This propaganda about there being a rise in so-called anti-Semitism. Oh no, I said a word that tripped up the algorithm. Shit buffered and showed my eyes looking up. Of course, Esau has these algorithms set up, but yeah, that's why it's been pushed out. It's war propaganda. It's to prepare it's so the government can and the media can say, you're anti-Semitic. You're so-called anti-Semitic if you oppose the war with Iran. Khan, that happens. Verse 46 at the north, and that's why that's why they do that. And even that devil Albert Pike got that vision from the spiritual demon Satan, made it into a plan. It was a plan that was given to him, and it was to start the three world wars, the three woes, and they carried it out just like that. The first world war between Britain, the UK, and Germany and their allies. The second world war between fascism and basically the Zionist controlled countries, allies in the Axis, right? Basically them. And then the third war, in order that war was set up, it was prophesied. It was, of course, part of prophecy, but Esau went ahead and fulfilled prophecy. Fuck. Esau went ahead and fulfilled prophecy, with thinking that he was like making his plans come to pass. And it's the same with this war. This war was so Amalek could justify being in the land and taking that land and calling themselves the real Jews. And also for the UN to be founded, the United Nations, the United Heathens, also that crafty council. Also, yeah, that and NATO, the beast, accomplished several of his agendas. And then you have this World War III that's between Zionism and Islam, man. So then that's the last World War, man. That's Armageddon, The Valley of Yehoshaphat, where's that at? That's in the so-called Middle East. Fuck my phone. I don't know if it died or the fucking screen went black. That shit be happening too. That shit is annoying. I'm gonna see if it died on me or just trash. That's because Esau ruins everything. This technology ain't supposed to be like this, but Esau stole it and ruined it. Of course, he can't do nothing right. But yeah, man, that third world war is coming in verse 46. You know, it's going to result in a nuclear war, man. This also shows that at the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved. Hold up. The earth is moved. And the cry is heard among the nations. Yeah, because the nuclear bombs are gonna hit. Are the nuclear bombs hitting Babylon? First hitting around the world and then hitting Babylon. It's gonna be heard around the world. All these 200 million nukes hitting Babylon from every nation and country on earth. Shalom, Ak, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatah, man. Hold on. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatah. I gotta go live on this World War III development. Shit's getting real. You know, the Northern Army is being drawn in. He's gonna drive far from us, the Northern Army. Joel chapter 2 Joel chapter 2 verse 18. Then will Yahweh be jealous for his land and pity his people. Verse 19. Yeah, Yahweh will answer and say unto his people. It's like I'm gonna get to the point, but I'm getting to the point. Just hold up. Behold, I will send you corn and wine and oil, and you shall be satisfied therewith, and I will no more make you reproach among the heathen. So while the curses are being taken off of our people, starting with the elect on this side, you know, this is also happening. Verse 20, but I will remove far from you the northern army, and will drive him into a land barren and desolate, with his face toward the east sea, and his hinder part towards the utmost sea, and his stink shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he had done great things. Yeah, so he's driving the Most High Yahweh is driving the northern army into a land barren and desolate. So that's the Middle East. That's the so-called Middle East. A land barren and desolate. That area out there, you know, it's really self-explanatory, man. With his face toward the east sea, and his hinder part toward the utmost sea. Yeah. And his thing shall come up. Why? Because they're going to die in World War III. And his ill savor shall come up, because he had done great things. Shalom, Ak, Bakarium, Lapania, 144. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatah. You know, Shalom to all the Akim and Akwat that tune in. Yeah. This war, you know, this war is shaping up, man. This war is getting closer and closer. The third war coming quickly, and yeah. Hold up. Oh shit! I hope I didn't do that. And Joel chapter 3 talks about this war also. Joel 3 verse 1, for behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. Verse 2, I will also gather all nations, and I will bring them down into the valley of Yehoshaphat. I will plead with them for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Verse 3, and they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink. Verse 4, yeah, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? If ye recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head. Verse 5, because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. Verse 6, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians. So talking about what these heathens did to us, sold us to Esau, that he might remove them far from their border. Verse 7, behold, I will raise them out of the place where ye have sold them, and I'll return your recompense upon your own head. And you see that happening. Yasharallah is being raised up. Yasharallah is being raised back up. Starting with the children of Judah that they sold, Benjamin and Levi, right? That they sold into captivity, the damn Hamites. Verse 8, and I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabaeans, to a people far off, for Yahweh has spoken it. And in verse 9, getting down to the point, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Verse 10, beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Verse 11, assemble yourselves, and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh, because as the heathen are being gathered into this valley of Yehoshaphat, the UFOs, which are actually identified in the Bible as the chariots of the Most High Yahweh, they are also being sent down here. They're also ready. They're also, it's the Most High Yahweh's mighty ones, because they're going to fight amongst themselves, and then they're going to nuke Babylon, and then, the chariots are going to be beaming. They're going to be beaming up the elect, and also shooting concentrated fire, laser beams at these devils and heathens, destroying them. The chariots are going to be putting in work. Yeah, who's going to win World War III? Babylon ain't going to win, that's for sure. Russia ain't going to win. No heathen nation is going to win. Yahweh Shai is going to win, the one who they don't expect to win. All these heathens think they're going to be next, but Yahweh Shai is going to win, and Yasharallah along with it. Yasharallah, they don't expect Yasharallah to win. They expect us to be on the bottom forever. But surprise, surprise, they're in for a big one. Verse 12, let the heathen be wakened and come down to the valley of Yehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Verse 13, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Get you down, for the press is full, the fat overflow, for the wickedness is great. Verse 14, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of Yahweh is near in the valley of decision. Yeah, valley of decision, the valley of Yehoshaphat, man. The day of Yahweh is near in the valley of Yehoshaphat. Verse 15, the sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. Result of the nukes hitting with different mushroom clouds, man. Think about how much mushroom clouds would 200 million nukes hitting Babylon produce. You know what I'm saying? And then along with the nukes that Babylon is gonna shoot at these countries. Yeah, man. It's like verse 16, Yahweh also shall roar out of Zion, and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake. But Yahweh will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel. Yeah, Zion, monument, his elect, Jerusalem of people before it's a place. You already know, man. You already know. You already know. Oh, Esau buffering it. Fucking devil. Well, I clicked out on accident this time. I know Esau be doing that shit. Verse 17, ye shall know that I am Yahweh your power, dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall no strangers pass through her anymore. The end result, right? The end result of this World War III, not going to be, oh, Russia's a superpower now, or China's a superpower now. Oh, the 10 horns are in charge now without the whore. Nah, man. Nah, man, none of these heathen nations are God next. No. They're all gonna fight to the death for a position none of them are gonna have. Because Yasharallah got next. Yeah, let me get a precept on that. First, let me get this done. Verse 18, the results of all this, right? And it shall come to pass that in that day that the mountains shall drop down new wine, and the hills shall flow with milk, and all the rivers of Judah shall flow with waters, and the fountain shall come forth out of the house of Yahweh, and shall water the valley of Shittim. Verse 19, Egypt shall be a desolation, yeah, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness, for the violence against the children of Judah, because they've shed innocent blood in their land. That's going to end up from this. All this great city, Sodom and Egypt, all over again, is going to be destroyed. Going to be destroyed by the nukes. Revelation 16, verse 12, and the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. Verse 13, and I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophets. Verse 14, for they are the spirits of devils, or demons, right? Working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world, to gather them to the battle of that great day of God Almighty. The great day of Slovakia clicked out on accident because this technology is trash. Verse 15, Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame. Verse 16, And he gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon. Armageddon, man, Mount of the troops. Verse 17, And the seventh angel poured out his vial into the air, and there came a great voice out of the temple of heaven from the throne, saying, It is done. Verse 18, And there were voices, and thunders, and lightnings, and there was a great earthquake, such as was not since men were upon the earth, so mighty an earthquake and so great. Verse 19, that in the great city was divided into three parts, and the cities of the nations fell, and great Babylon came in remembrance before Yahweh to give her the cup of the wine of the fierceness of his wrath. Yeah, man. You know, how that resolved from what happened in the last verses about what happened in the after the sixth vial was poured out. Talking about that World War III. And great Babylon came in remembrance before Yahweh to give unto her the cup of the wine of the fierceness of his wrath. Verse 20, And every island fled away, and the mountains were not found. Verse 21, And there fell upon men a great hail out of heaven. You know? But really, it ain't talking about no hail, bro. Talking about nukes. Every stone about the weight of a talent. And men blasphemed Yahweh because of the plague of the hail, but the plague thereof was exceedingly great, man. Yeah, because different nukes being shot out these different places. And you have different sized missiles as well. You have the large missiles like Satan 2, right? Russia's Satan 2. And you have smaller missiles and that they don't weigh, they're not as big. Yeah. They're all gonna be shot out. And Babylon is gonna be destroyed. Yeah. Yeah, because ultimately Babylon is gonna be destroyed by those nukes. Yeah. She's gonna fall in 1 hour, man. Yeah. Revelation 18, verse 10, verse 9. Should I read? Okay, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people. Okay, verse 8. Therefore shall our plagues come. Oh, verse 8. Verse 1. Let me just start there. And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. Verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon, the great is fallen, has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Verse 3, For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of a fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. Merchants of the earth, merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Verse 4, And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people. Shit. Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. It's all right. That ye receive not of her plagues. Verse 5, For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh had remembered her iniquities. Verse 6, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works, and the cup which she had filled to her double. Verse 7, how much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much trouble and torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Verse 8, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, famine, death and mourning and famine. What day is that? The day of the Most High Yahweh, right? And she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord Yahweh who judgeth her. Verse 9, and the kings of the earth who had committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. Verse 10, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come, because they losing a lot of money, man. The cash cow of these merchants, bro. And the kings that lived deliciously with her, they had to shoot nukes on this motherfucker, but it was a necessary sacrifice because Babylon was fucking everybody up. But at the same time, man, like Babylon was making everyone's life hard, but at the same time, that's their cash cow, man. At the same time, they gonna mourn because of that, man. At the same time, hey, but like the brother mentioned, tears of joy as well. But they gonna tears of joy mainly by the people. Because the kings are gonna be like, damn, man, it had to come down to that, basically. Like they couldn't take over this country and they couldn't do a regime change and shit or nothing like that. They had to actually destroy it by nuking it. You know what I'm saying? Verse 11, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore, because Babylon is is known for its consumerism, American consumer, right? Babylon is known to be a consumer, to have a consumer-driven economy, man. They're known for that. Verse 12, the merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones, and of pearls and fine linen, and purple and silk and scarlet, and all dining wood or sweet wood, and scarlet, and all manner vessels of ivory, and all manner vessels of most precious wood, and of brass and iron and marble. Verse 13, and cinnamon and odors, and ointments and frankincense, and wine and oil, and fine flour and wheat, and beasts and sheep, and horses and chariots and slaves, and souls of men. Or it says bodies, so they own your body and your soul. Slaves and souls of men, talking about these celebrities, talking about Yasharala, and then these celebrities, they own their soul too. Really, the 2/3, when they take that chip, when the 2/3 take that chip, they selling out just like these celebrities. Verse 14, and the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. Verse 15, the merchants of those things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. Verse 16, and saying, Alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. Verse 17, so yeah, man, because all that money, man, gone in smoke. Verse 17, hey, the world economy ain't gonna recover after that. Hey, man, even after this great reset, well, shit, Esau gonna rebuild, but Esau gonna build the desolate places, but the most high Yahweh is gonna throw down. Verse 17, for in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every ship master and all the company in ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea stood stood afar off. Verse 18, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? Verse 19, and they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city wherein we were made rich, all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness. For 1 hour is she made desolate. 1 hour. 1 hour, 20 million nukes. Verse 20, rejoice over her, thou heaven and ye holy apostles. So it's a reason for them to mourn and us to rejoice. Thou heaven and ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yahweh had avenged you on her. Verse 21, and the mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. Hey, Jeremiah, did the same thing, except Jeremiah told the scribe that written all this down. Basically, well, I'll have to go back to the story, but basically they did the same. He told him to do the same thing to the Euphrates River, because this is Babylon all over again. Verse 22, and the voice of harpers and musicians and pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in thee, and no craftsman of whatsoever craft he be shall be found any more in thee, and the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee. Verse 23, and the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee, and the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. Verse 24, and in her was found the blood of prophets and of saints, and of all that was slain upon earth. So this bitch is gonna get burned up for all that, man. The judgment of the whore. The judgment of the whore is coming soon. She's gonna be burnt with fire, man. Even the 10 horns are gonna turn on her. Revelation 17, verse 15, because they're gonna end up siding with Russia. Revelation 17, verse 15, and he said unto me, verse 12, and the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. It's one time period, man. They wasn't kings back then when John the Revelator saw this, but we know who they are now, man. The original European Union nation countries, the original ones. 10 kings will receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. Khan. Verse 13, these have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. Verse 14, these shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. Oh, it's 441. Kala Yaba Shimi outside 441. 4 minutes and 1 second. When I looked, it's all the time. Now it's 44 and 1 second. And shit, okay, you know what I mean, right? Like, yeah. Signs that the elect are almost sealed up. That and call out Yahweh Shimmy on site for that. Hey, that's why you have all this shit popping on. Because the elect are pretty much being sealed. It was 44 minutes and 41 seconds. I looked at the camera. Call out Yahweh Shimmy outside. Yeah, y'all Ratazah. All these prophecies come to pass soon. Verse 15. And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the whore sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. Verse 16, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Yeah, these European Edomite nations, man. Well, these European Edomite countries, they're gonna turn on Babylon. You know, even the UK, they're all gonna turn on Babylon. Shit, I need to hurry up. Verse 17, for Yahweh had put in their hearts, I'm gonna wrap it up soon, to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the word of Yahweh should be fulfilled. Verse 18, and the woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. Yup. Hey, the beast shall hate the whore. You know, and you see that happening too. You've seen that happening. And they're not gonna go for this war in Iran with Iran, man. They're gonna be like, fuck you devils, and they're gonna launch nukes on this place. They're gonna be like, that's the only way to end the war is launch nukes on Babylon. Along with Russia, along with of course all these other countries, man. All the other countries. You know, the best way is to nuke Babylon. They're gonna be like that. They're all gonna nuke Babylon. Yeah, man. So this was another World War III update. I think I'm gonna wrap it up soon. And yeah, man. Y'all thought, hey, Trump was put in there for a reason, man. Trump was put in there for a reason. And he's gonna show you what reason he was put in office for. Yeah, man. So with that, I'll wrap it up. Hold up. Let me see if I'm wrap it up. I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Unless there's anything else to go over. Trump claims Biden was proved votes weren't illegally obtained in order to enter knockout. In order to enter White House. COVID-19 vaccine studies may suffer as volunteers consider dropping out. What? Oh, because they think they got a placebo during testing. Now let me drop out. Let me hold on. Drop out. What I'm saying, I'm gonna wrap it up soon. Hold up, hold up. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up. Right, our precepts on World War III, which is what this was about. Hold up, hold up. Maybe I should bring out Obadiah. Precept in Obadiah. It kind of goes into this as well. Yeah, Obadiah, get it? The vision of Obadiah, Obadiah 1 verse 1. Thus saith Lord Yahweh concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. Verse 3. The pride of thine heart has deceived thee, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down? Verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, this will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh. Verse 5. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? How art thou cut off? How would they not have stolen till they have enough? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, how would they not leave some grapes? Verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Conspiracies. Verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Yeah, man, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. You know, these NATO countries, man, these NATO countries, starting with Turkey, man. Ain't that a NATO country? But they seem to be taking Russia's side on a lot of shit. They working, they moving towards siding with Russia, and ultimately, all these EU countries that are part of NATO, they're tired of Babylon shit. So they're gonna take Russia's side. Verse 8. Shall I not in that day, saith Yahweh, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau? Verse 9. And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. You know, in the World War III, most of Esau, except for the elites, are going to be cut off by slaughter. And as well as during the race wars and during the famine. Well, during the famine, you're also going to have people murdering each other for food, but definitely definitely World War III. Yeah, man. It's the beginning of Esau going down. Verse 10, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Shalom, Ak, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatah. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatah. Yeah, World War III is heating up. That's Esau's destruction. You know, the destruction of Babylon while the elect watch from the chariots. Watch and feast. Drink, watch, drink, take a take a shot for every missile that hit this bitch. Take a shot of that new wine from take a shot of that wine that Yahushua has for us for every missile that hits this bitch. Take one whole shot. You know, some of us may get in there right before the last missile hits, though, and there'll be more brothers getting beamed up. Until all the brothers, all the Akim and Akwath, all the 1/3 get beamed up. You know, it's gonna be a beautiful day, man. It's gonna be a feast day when this place gets destroyed. Verse 11, in that day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou wast one of them. Verse 12, but thou shouldest not have looked. Yeah, even they were one of them. Esau was one of them. Verse 12, but thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger. They did that then and they did that again. They did that again. You know? Esau has always been looking for our downfall. Especially, yeah, ever since then. Ever since then, even before, man. Esau never like, hey, when we was coming out of Egypt, Esau did not let us go through their land, man. Amalekites or Edomites, and they came out against us when we was in the desert. They always be doing that shit. But yeah, they're gonna pay for that, man. They shouldn't, man. They shouldest not have. Verse 13, thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yeah, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid their hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Verse 14, neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape, neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. Verse 15, for the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. Yeah. As it was done to them, it's gonna, as it was done to them, yeah, as it was done to them, it's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be done as it was they did to us. It's gonna be done to them, but worse. Verse 16, as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yeah, they shall drink and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. Verse 17, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. After you devils go down, after Babylon gets destroyed, that's the beginning of the kingdom, where you're going to be slaves. Verse 18, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau. Oh, verse 17, yeah, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. Verse 18, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle on them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh hath spoken it. Verse 19, and they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, and they of the plain the Philistines, and they shall possess the fields of Ephraim, And the fields of Samaria and Benjamin shall possess Gilead. Verse 20, and the captivity of this host of the children of the of Israel shall possess that of the Canaanites, even unto Zarephath, and the captivity of Jerusalem, which is in the Sepharad, shall possess the cities of the south. Verse 21, and Savior shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the Mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be Yahweh's. Yep, you all going down. You devils are going down. You're going down. Now, World War III, man, that'd be the end of y'all. That'd be the end of y'all, man. Good. Call y'all by Shimmy outside. And it was 1 hour and 44 seconds when I looked at the camera. Call y'all by Shimmy outside, man. Yeah. Yeah. Let me bring out these precepts. First, Isaiah 13, verse. Verse 1. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amoz did see. Verse 2. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. Verse 3. I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger. Even them that rejoice in my highness. Verse 4. The noise of the multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of the nations gathered together. The Lord, the Yahweh of hosts mustered the hosts of the battle. That's what he's doing right now. Verse 5, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even Yahweh, and the weapons of his indignations to destroy the whole land. Verse 6, howl ye, for the day of Yahweh is at hand. It shall come as a desolation, as a destruction from the Almighty. Verse 7, therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. Verse 8, and they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Man. Verse 9, behold, the day of Yahweh cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners therefore out of it. Yet Esau, it's going to go into 2/3 too. Verse 10, for the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. Yeah, it's talking about Esau, and their faces shall be as flames. Yo, you 2/3 are also going to get it too. Verse 10, for the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. Verse 11, and I will punish the world. You know why? Because it's an effect of the nukes. Again, they're all links up. The nukes. The mushroom clouds, man. It's going to be a huge ass. They're going to join up to become one huge mushroom cloud, man. Imagine that. And then a bunch of them around the world. Verse 11, now I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Verse 12, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir, because they're going to be so rare to find. Yeah, but the day of Yahweh cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger. Man. They think shit is sweet. People out here think shit is sweet. None of this is going to happen. Well, watch and wait. You may not have to wait that long. I think it's going to be a long time. Not so. Yeah, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners out of it. Woe unto you that put far the evil day. Oh, it was 1:44, 40 some. 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 40 some seconds. Call out Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Verse 11, and I will punish the world for the evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Verse 12, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Yup. During these times, a man's gonna be rare. Verse 13, therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place. Something that's rare is real valuable, man. Rareness increases its value, man. You know, value of a man is about to go up. Ooh, it's about to fucking skyrocket, man. Out here, man. Verse 13, therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of Yahweh of hosts and in the day of his fierce anger. Verse 14, and it shall be as a chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land. Verse 15, every one that is found shall be thrust through, and every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Verse 16, their children also shall, so everyone that goes into the 2/3 right here. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. You 2/3 that are joined unto these devils, you're gonna fall by the sword. Thinking, yeah, you wanna come together and save Babylon, you're gonna fall by the sword and be thrust through. Ultimately that sword being the nukes, but also even before that, there's Russian troops already here. Verse 16, their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes, and their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. Verse 17, yeah, man. Their children, imagine your child being chopped to pieces before your eyes, and you can't do shit about it. You just, because you're tied up, you can't do shit about it, and your house being spoiled, all your shit being taken, and your kids being dashed to pieces, and your wife being raped by, like, your wife being taken by these Gurkha troops right in front of you, man. Imagine that shit. You 2/3 want to play. Imagine that shit. But 2/3 are gonna be 2/3. This is for the elect to wake up. When the Edomites is gonna happen to them too. We don't care. This and heathens too. Like, I'm talking about the average Joe Schmoes. It's gonna happen to them too, but we don't care. We warning our people. The 1/3 we know are gonna heed this warning. The 2/3 are fucked. Because you're blinded to this truth. Verse 17, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Verse 18, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall not have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. Verse 19, so the modern day Medes, the Russians, and then the Persians, that's the Iranians. Links right up. Verse 19, in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. There you go. Sodom and Gomorrah, you see how Sodom and Gomorrah was overthrown with fire and brimstone, right? Verse 20, it shall never be that's in them nukes. That's in them nukes. It actually got brimstone in it, no lie. Verse 20, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation to generation. Generation to generation, but no, I'm saying, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. Verse 21, but wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dance there. shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. Owls will also owls gonna be in the motherfucker, man. Let's say every unclean bird, right? Every unclean and hateful bird, right? Verse 22, and the wild beasts of the island shall cry in the desolate houses, and dragons in the pleasant places, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. Her days shall not be prolonged. You can't prolong this place. You know, it has an end. You know, Satan be divided against Satan. How can his kingdom stand? You know, it can't stand. It has an end. And Russia is run by Edomites. Those Edomites over there, they're the modern day Medes. And in the Russians, and in the Babylonian Edomites. And then the NATO countries are going to turn on Babylon too. So how can their kingdom stand, man? How can the fourth beast stand? You know, how can this kingdom stand? Being divided against each other, man. Verse 3. Shit, yo. You know, Esau, you devils are fucking through. You devils are fucking through. And you elites that are starting this war, y'all ain't gonna get away either. In fact, y'all saving yourselves to be the first fruits of slavery. For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, verse 1, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Verse 2, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for handmaids, for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Verse 3, and it shall come to pass in that day, so that great payback is coming, and it shall come back to pass in that day that Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage whereas thou was made to serve. Verse 4, yeah, man, that hard bondage, man. America's been nothing but bitter for our people. Actually goes back to the Hebrew word for bitter. Verse 4, that thou shalt take up a proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how has the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased? Verse 5, Yahweh had broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. Verse 6, he who smote the people in wrath with a continual anger, he with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth. None hindereth. None is like, quit persecuting these devils. Nah, man. Because for who hasn't this devil oppressed? But especially Jacob. These devils oppressed Jake the most. Verse 7, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth in the singing. Verse 8, yeah, the fir trees, even the earth is oppressed by these devils. Verse 8, yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller has come up against us. Because this devil, you know, he'll go around cutting down trees all over. You know, deforestation of the Amazon even. You know, this devil could, if he could, he'd cut down all the trees. Make it like the movie The Lorax. Then we'd have to go to him and pay him outrageous prices for air and shit. If he could, he would. He puts it in his movies. Verse 10, verse 9, hell from beneath, which is why he needs to go. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the nations. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. You know, all these nations that used to rule but fell, right? They're not in rulership. Yeah, now Esau is going to fall. Verse 10, no, Esau the most proudest. Like, they're over us, but they're not. Like, Esau, the world is given to the hands of the wicked, which is Esau. Earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, then who is he? For thou hast said in verse 10, and all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we, or thou become like unto us? Verse 11, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. Verse 12, the worm's corrosion. Verse 12, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? Verse 13, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my thrones above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. Verse 14, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. So these devils have said that in their heart. COVID vaccine in 10 days? Wouldn't doubt it. Esau's pushing this shit. Verse 15, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell. This is a part of him saying that because ultimate goal is a chemical lobotomy, so that we don't have the zeal of the Most High Yahweh, whether according to knowledge or not. But because he wants our people to worship him instead, and to take that chip. We see you devils, and you think you're gonna be like the Most High Yahweh, but you're not, man. You're gonna exalt yourselves above the stars of Yahweh, above not only the heaven, but also speaking of Yasharallah, man. Y'all think y'all all gonna do that? You're gonna sit upon the mount of congregation in the sides of the north. Yeah, but y'all think you're gonna be like the Most High Yahweh. You're gonna ascend above the heights of the clouds and all that. Which shit, you can't even get past that Van Allen belt to go to the moon. Fuck you talking about. It can only go so far. And it's been exposed by your own people. But verse 15 though, so you definitely can't be like the Most High Yahweh, but you devils are too proud to realize that. Verse 15, the most proud yet most base nation. Verse 15, yet thou shalt be brought down the hill to the sides of the pit. Verse 16, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee like this. They say, is this the man that made the earth to tremble? That did shake kingdoms? Is this the man that made the world as a wilderness? And opened, not destroyed the cities thereof? And opened not the house of his prisoners? Is this the man? Is this the man? Sure we got the right. You sure we got the right people? You sure we got the right ones? Look at these devils. Verse 18, all the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his own house. Verse 19, but thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the remnant of those that are slain, thrust through with the sword that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. Verse 20, thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. Verse 21, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. The ultimate fate of you devils. Verse 22, for I will rise up against them, saith Yahweh of hosts, and cut off, the final destination of you devils, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith Yahweh. Verse 23, I will also make it a possession for the bitter and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith Yahweh of hosts. Yeah, you're going to make it possession for the bitter. Pools of water, man. Yep. He's gonna sweep this place with the besom of destruction. That's these nukes. Verse 24. Yahweh, hey, it's fire is a great cleaning instrument, right? It's the best cleaning. It's the best cleaning. It cleans very deep. It is. This place needs a deep cleaning. This earth needs a deep cleaning. Verse 24, Yahweh of hosts has sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass, and as I propose, so shall it stand. Verse 25, that I will break the Assyrian in my land, and upon my mountains tread him on the foot. Then shall his yoke depart from off them, and his burden depart from off their shoulders. Verse 26, this is the purpose that is proposed upon the whole earth, and this is the hand that is stretched out upon all the nations. Verse 27, for Yahweh of hosts had, he's going to break the Assyrian in our land. Going back to 25. And upon my mountains tread him underfoot. Yeah, these modern day Assyrians, these Edomites, these Amalekites that are over there in our land. And then shall his yoke depart from off them, his burden depart from off their shoulders when they're destroyed from the land and exposed as being the fake Jews. Oh, that's going to be like the ultimate, they're going to be completely exposed then as the fake Jews. That's when their yoke is going to depart from off of us. Because really those Amalekites, they're the ones that run Babylon. And that's when his burden going to depart from off our shoulders. Verse 26, this is a purpose. Yeah, Babylon serves the so-called Jews, man. Babylon is ruled by the so-called Jews. This is well known. Serves their interests, not even the interests of his people. Verse 26, and these Amalekites have a role directly in our oppression today, man. They train these cops to target Jake, for example, and to be militarized. They'll go to Israel, the so-called state of Israel, because they ain't the real Jews. They're Israelis. They live in the land of Israel. They're not really Israelites, man. They're not Israelites. Verse 26, this is a purpose that is proposed upon the whole earth, and this is a hand that is stretched out upon all the nations. Yeah, man. He's gonna take their yoke off of us. They upon the ancient have they very heavily laid their yoke. Verse 27, for the Lord of hosts, for Yahweh of hosts had proposed, and who shall disannul it? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back? Nobody. Nobody. Alright, so with that, I want to say shalom. Hope this live was edifying. I want to give all praise to you. I hope this live was edifying. This is another This is a World War III news update. Another news update. This time about World War III. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Akim out there, spreading this truth like wildfire. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners who look like the other nations, but their spirit bears witness that they're the children of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And shalom to the real sisters out there. These devils are going down through the motherfucking ground. Hey, that's in Isaiah 14. Hey, yeah, they're going down through the motherfucking ground into the stones of the pit, man. That's Isaiah 14 verses 15 to 19. That chapter that I just read. You devils are going all the way down. Basement level, man. Your basemen are going basement level. Basement level, man. Y'all actually gonna be way worse off than you was when you was in them caves in the kingdom. You're gonna be way worse off. We're gonna make sure of it. You're gonna pay none. Well, it says give unto her double. But y'all are gonna pay 2,000 times worse because these scourges are enemies 1,000 times worse. So when you figure that in, you know it's 2,000 times worse than us. Than when how we got it. All the shit that happened to us, but 2,000 times worse for y'all, and for 1,000 years. Y'all got hell to pay for. Y'all got hell to pay for. Fucking devils going down. And there ain't nothing you can stop. You can do to stop it. You know, and y'all, you hopeful elect out there, stay strong, man. It's almost over with. You can see these devils making their move, and then the Most High Yahweh gonna make his. You already see it, man. Stay strong. You know, he that endured to the end, the same shall be saved. Matthew 24, verse 13. Revelation. Revelation 2, verse 10. Fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful to death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Verse 11. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. Not going to be destroyed in these nukes. So you know, stay strong, endure constantly. You know, times that are coming ain't no joke, but Most High, the power of the Most High Yahweh, man, my power, the Most High power, ain't no joke either, man. You know, he's the one that bringing this, so you want to be on his good side. Yeah, man. Revelation 14, verse 9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. Verse 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. He shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Verse 11, in the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, or aeons and aeons, and they have no, which means long, for a very, very long time, an era, basically. And they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever received the mark of his name. Verse 12, here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of Yahweh and the faith of Yahweh. Verse 10, verse 13, and I heard a voice from heaven saying, what the fuck? Oh, people. Okay, then get back to it. Verse 13, and I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, right, blessed are the dead which die in Yahweh from him, Yahweh, and die in Yahweh I believe. Yeah, the one, right? From henceforth. Yes, saith the Spirit. Well, other one mean Lord. Yes, saith the Yahweh Shai, man, because we serve Yahweh through Yahweh Shai. Serve the Father Yahweh through his Son Yahweh Shai. Yes, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors and their works do follow them. Revelation 15, verse 1. And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is written up the wrath, filled up the wrath of Yahweh. Verse 2. And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire. And then I had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over the mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of Yahweh. Verse 3. And they sang the song of Moses, servant of Yahweh, and the song of the Lamb, saying, great and marvelous are thy works, Lord Yahweh Almighty. Just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints. Verse 4. Who shall not fear thee, O Yahweh, and glorify thy name. For thou only art holy. For all nations shall come and worship before thee. For thy judgments are made manifest. You know, Song of Moses, right? This is the second Exodus. Yeah, man. You know, there's a third woe coming soon. Third woe coming soon. Yeah. Oh, third woe coming soon. You know, we about to see these prophecies are being fulfilled. You know, they're not stopping. They're not tarrying for no one. They're not tarrying for no man, man. Just for the elect. The elect was supposed to be sealed first. The elect are almost sealed, and now you see these prophecies coming to pass, rapid fire style, man. 2020 been on fire. Now you see these prophecies coming to pass, man, one after another, after another. You know, the four winds are about to be let loose out here. You know, you're already seeing these prophecies coming to pass. You know, single file one after another, man. Verse 5. And after that I looked, and behold, the temple, the tabernacle of the testimony in heaven was open. Verse 6. And the seven angels came out of the temple, clothed in pure and white linen, and having their breasts girded with golden girdles. Verse 7. And one of the four beasts gave unto the seven angels 7 golden vials, full of the wrath of Yahweh, who liveth forever and ever. Verse 8. And the smoke of the temple was filled with smoke from the glory of Yahweh and from his power, and no man was able to enter into the temple till the 7 plagues of the 7 angels were fulfilled. And that's what you're seeing. You're seeing the nukes are about to drop. Yeah, man. Also, you know, the nukes are going to be dropping on this motherfucker. The nukes are going to be dropping on this bitch. You know, when the Most High Yahweh beam up his elect, they're going to be like just about to drop. Like, when the Most High Yahweh going to beam up his elect. And they're going to be in the chariots, man, looking down at this place, watching it burn. You know, a sea of glass mingled with fire, right? And then there you go. You know, because they're gonna be looking down at this place burning up. You know, from the windows of the chariots. You know, you could visualize there being no. You know, you could stand over it. You know, windows at the bottom. You could look down at the earth. Look down at these nukes hitting. Yeah. You know, that's the reward, you know, see the fall of your enemy. That's the reward. Yeah, man. This place, these devils gonna pay you know what, 2,000 fold, man, because Revelation 18 verse 6, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double, according to her works, and the cup which she had filled to her double. Yeah, and then you know what it says in Ecclesiasticus, and then I'm gonna wrap it up, because you know I do gotta go to the plantation. All right. Thou scourgest our enemies 1,000 times more. Wisdom of Solomon, actually. Wisdom of Solomon 12 verse 22. Wherefore, whereas thou dost chasten us, thou scourgest our enemies 1,000 times more, to the intent that when we judge, we should carefully think of thy goodness, and when we ourselves are judged, we should look for mercy. There you go, man. These scourges are enemies 1,000 times worse. You know, Babylon gonna be given double the cup, double the punishment. You know, so you can get to watch, you can get to see the fall of your enemy, man. Revelation 13, you know, that's a, you should want to see that. In Revelation 13 verse 10, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and faith of the saints. Patience, we're waiting on it, and the faith, that it's going to happen. Got faith that it's going to happen. The patience and faith of the saints. That's why you don't take up a sword against this place. That's Esau's blessing. Esau's blessing. Esau is going to die by the sword. Esau's blessing is really a curse. So you shouldn't want it. And let me get two things that I have. Things that Wisdom of Solomon. It's in Wisdom of Solomon. It's in Wisdom of Solomon, I believe. Two things which I have judged in my heart to be happy. I believe. Maybe in Ecclesiasticus. Which I found in my heart. I may be getting it mixed up. Or something like that. Shit, hold on. Which I have found. Shit. No, I'm not trying to do that. I think it's in Ecclesiasticus. It's in Ecclesiasticus 25, I believe. I think it's in there. Yeah, it talks about that. I hate that shit. The affliction. Yeah, Ecclesiasticus 25, verse 7. There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that had joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. There you go, man. No, when we see the fall of these devils, man, we gonna party. Better, I'd say party like it's 1999, but even better than that. Much better than that. We gonna party, man. We gonna take shots of that wine that Yahweh got for us, that he's been saving for us. I'm making them chariots take shots for every nuke they hit. Hey, it's gonna be a yearly celebration. The celebration of Babylon being destroyed. So yeah, y'all right, this how I make it up in there. We all make it up in there. Y'all right, that I would be those men. We have faith that we do. Hold on. Shit. 1 Thessalonians. 1 Thessalonians. 1 Peter. Yeah. Verse 9. 1 Peter 3, verse 9. Yahweh is not slack. Verse 7. But the heavens and the earth, which are now kept by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire, and against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. Verse 8, but beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with Yahweh is with as 1,000 years, and as 1,000 years is one day. Verse 9, Yahweh is not slack concerning his promises, some man count slackness, but is long suffering to usward. The elect, right? That's who he was talking to. He's long suffering to his elect, his chosen, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. Verse 10, but the day of Yahweh shall come as a thief. What the fuck is going on with these people? Huh? Let me get back on it. Let me get back on it. Gotta focus on this right now. But the day of Yahweh, verse 10, but the day of Yahweh will come as a thief in the night. And 140 and 44, call out Yahweh Shemi outside. 140 and 44 seconds. But the day of Yahweh shall come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Verse 11, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what matter of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness. Verse 12, looking forward and hastening to the coming of the day of Yahweh, wherein the heavens be on fire. Reads like a question. Verse 11, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness. Verse 12, looking forward and hastening unto the coming of the day of Yahweh, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Like that, man. Man. Verse 13, man. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth white righteousness. Do we look forward to all that? Yeah. Verse 14, yeah, man. Verse 14, wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless. You gotta be diligent in this thing, man. You gotta really be about it, man. You gotta rehearse the righteous acts, bro. Rehearse the righteous acts, to the best of your ability. Be diligent in this thing. Try, rehearse righteous acts and constantly endure. Verse 15, in the account that the long suffering of our Lord is salvation, even as our beloved brother Paul also according to the wisdom given unto him hath written unto you. Verse 16, and also in all his epistles, speaking in them of these things, in which are some things hard to be understood, which they that are unlearned and unstable rest, as they do also the other scriptures unto their own destruction, because they were never given this knowledge. They were not given this knowledge, man, so they can't get it. They wasn't given it has to be given unto you. Verse 17, therefore, beloved, seeing ye know these things before, beware, lest ye also be led away with the error of the wicked, fall from your own steadfastness. It's a terrible thing to fall out, man. You fall out? Good luck, man. It's a terrible thing to fall out. You're through. You missile food. Walking charcoal. Verse 18, very few come back. Verse 18, but grow in grace and in knowledge of our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. To him be glory. Now and forever. Amen. And with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Akim out there spreading this truth like wildfire. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners who look like the other nations, but their spirit bears witness that they're the children of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And shalom to real sisters out there. Shout out to all you hopeful elect. Shout out to all the Bayat Dawadah out there, man. Salutations to all of y'all. Stay strong out there. The times that are coming ain't no joke, but stay strong. Shalom and Yashrala for